Renly was a child, and Stannis barely a teenager. The rebellion didn't start until Jon Arryn called his banners. The entire ordeal of Lord Arryn having to attack Gulltown to consolidate the Vale and sending Eddard to the north through a different route happened simultaneously. By the time Stannis and the rest of Westeros were aware that Lord Arryn was in rebelled, the Vale was making preparations to march south, and Lord Arryn has sent Robert ahead, in secret, to the Stormlands. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and also click on the notification bell to remain updated. Calling your banners was a very serious act, especially when it was against the king, as your own bannermen may reject your call and be loyal to the king, which is why the Stormlands waited and made preparations for the soon-coming war, which was pretty much what the North were doing also. Both the North and the Stormlands were waiting for more news to reach them. They couldn't just force Benjen Stark or Stannis Baratheon into a war unless it was confirmed that their elder brother respectively was dead. Luckily, Ned and Robert both managed to arrive at their castles and called their banners to war. Another point to add is that the Stormlands was near to Kinglanding. If Stormlands raised a force and marched to the Vale, King Aerys would have commanded the Reach, Dorne, Crownlands, and houses near the Crownlands to attack. They would have never reached the Vale. Also, it's kind of dumb. Why would they go to the Vale when they should be attacking the capital instead while they wait for the Vale forces to arrive? All in all, the best thing was to wait until the Vale forces drew near, as the North would have taken ages to arrive. Waiting was the best option for them. Well, Renly was a child. He wasn't even old enough to start training with weapons. His primary importance was in the political sense, as a spare Baratheon heir for Robert in case Storms, Infel, and Stannis, being of age, was killed in the fighting or executed afterward. Benjen Stark and Denys Arryn are other notable examples of spare heirs, although Ser Denys was later killed by Lord Jon Cunnington at the Battle of the Bells, leaving Lord Arryn without an heir. As for Stannis, he was his brother's heir during the rebellion. In Robert's absence, he was the Lord of Storm's End, and it was his responsibility to defend Storm's End from the royalist forces of the Lords Redwyne and Tyrell. The royalists set up shop outside the walls, knowing that they'd lose thousands of men trying to siege the castle. Instead, they elected to starve out the castle's defenders. So, while Robert was off winning battles in glory, Stannis was protecting his brother's castle and protecting his younger brother and slowly starving to death. And after all this, Robert gave Storm's End to Renly and assigned the dangerous, and not at all lucrative, task to ruling Dragonstone to Stannis. He really does have his reasons for hating Robert as he does, but his sense of duty is so strong that he'd rather grind his teeth for the rest of his life than refuse his king's command. Stannis won his spurs as a fighter and battle commander during the Greyjoy Rebellion, where he smashed Victarion Greyjoy's Iron Fleet on the sea, using the royal fleet as well as ships from Old Town, the Arbor, and the Reach, which as master of ships he commanded. He also subdued Great White, the largest of the Iron Islands, in his brother's name.